We've had one day where the temperature's been below -20 in Winnipeg. Normally by this time, we'd have had 17 or 18 of those.
Experts say the mild weather in Manitoba is caused by an El Nino in place in the Pacific Ocean. Weather experts weigh in, saying the mild weather could have grave consequences moving forward.
December was the third warmest on record in Winnipeg, and some parts of southern Manitoba it was the warmest on record. So overall, a really mild start to the winter.
December in both 1997 and 1877 were the only winters Winnipeg has seen that were hotter than December in 2023. President and Chief Scientist with WeatherLogic, Scott Kaler, believes the spring months will be mild as well.
Whenever you don't have a lot of snow, that makes it easy to warm up in the spring because the snow will melt quickly, and then the dark, bare ground will heat up quicker than a snow-covered ground.
But while some may be celebrating, this mild weather may have significant impacts on Manitoba's agriculture industry.
For farmers, they're looking for a lot more snow because when you don't have any snow cover in the winter, that means that come springtime, there's not that recharge of soil moisture. Last summer across parts of Manitoba got pretty dry, and so if they don't have any snow, that'll make it it'll make it easier to get started in the spring, but of course crops may suffer if they don't have enough moisture throughout the growing season.
It's not great for agriculture because the farmers were complaining about a lack of precipitation in the fall. It doesn't leave the soil with a lot of moisture when it comes time to start growing crops again in the spring. But we can only take what Mother Nature gives us, and we do tend to sort of go through wet and dry spells and don't really spend a lot of time around the average, which would be normal.
Jay During, a retired professor of civil engineering at the University of Manitoba, says climate change is also playing a role in the warmer than usual weather patterns.
We know that climate change has impacts on the climate. We're seeing milder winters. We've seen springs that have brought us an awful lot of back-to-back low-pressure systems, primarily Colorado lows. I'm thinking of 2022. And this sort of volatility, these swings in the weather, are what the experts say we can expect from climate change.
I mean, across the country, it's the same story. Where is winter? We're sending out search parties looking for it. I mean, it's been just absolutely mind-boggling. And everywhere, it's the same situation. It's not just in Winnipeg or Manitoba. It is not just in the central part of the country. It's everywhere.
David Phillips, a senior climatologist with Environment and Climate Change Canada, says Earth's climate is evolving and changing long-term.
Winters aren't what they used to be. Old-timers have always said that, and they're so right about that. I mean, it's still going to be the land of ice and cold and snow, but it's going to be a shorter season.
In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.